get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Can't get him to the ground.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The RPO, it's complete. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The screen, he can go. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against him.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Parrish. He fires one deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field. and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Caught in the backfield, it's Charles. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Caught in the backfield, it's Charles. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Thomas. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
Dropping back, it's Parrish. Puts it out of the air. Gets away from one, finds room. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They just keep firing. Quickly out to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Abraham. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. As they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Turning it on! Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
At the 35, he's loose. Oh, a lot of space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Parrish. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Abraham. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Looking for room, it's Vaughn. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. finds space on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
The offense lining up for a first down play. To the ground with the back. Finds a little space. Got the first down and more. Found enough room to get it into... territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
On the option. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Parrish. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The offense changing the play. They'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. He's got the back in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. This is a really good call because that angle route is tough to cover, especially on a 3rd down.
And that's a really tough route to cover because the running back looks like he's going to the flats and then cuts it right to the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch from quarterback to running back to get the 1st down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Parrish. Back open in the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Huskies want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. With the catch, it's Abraham. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
And this one is perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Motion from the wideout. This time it's complete. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Parrish. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Washington right back to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
How about the big fella with the hands? You know, those fullbacks are not talked about as athletes, but he shows you he can do a lot on the field, catches the football, gets the first down.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes.
It's a running room. At the 30. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this, a running back that can play play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. The give on the option. Running to Green. There he goes. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, USC. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, we have reached a conclusion in the Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Parrish. Got it in the middle, it's Abraham. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Skips away from pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Not a whole lot of yards gained on that one, but using the fullback as a weapon in the pass game can pay dividends.
Yeah, oftentimes we see fullbacks just kind of shoving their face into the fan. They're getting blocks. They're inside the tackles. This time they try to sneak him out, see if they can catch the defense slipping. It's a nice change-up play by the offense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Parrish. He's got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Huskies want to crank the tempo. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he's meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. DB's right up on the receivers. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. He breaks a tackle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're working that left side. At the 40, there he goes. Hits the afterburner. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Back to throw, it's Parrish. Makes the catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Come on, defense, you can't forget about the fullback. I know you don't see him too often, but this is a guy that can make plays, and on that one, he catches it for a first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Motion from the back. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Abraham. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Parrish. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Abraham. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.